All right, guys, we are live, and we were just laughing because Chris was trying to be funny and how he would appear in the live in the broadcast. So, Chris, why don't you show us what your appearance model is going to be?
You've already built it up too much. It won't be nearly as funny as it would have been.
Do it. I want everybody
Do it.
Yeah, make sure I'm in the camera.
to come back again. And we have Chris, guys.
Whatever.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We just honestly wanted to get online and give you an update of what we've been up to in the past couple of months. Gabby, Chris, curious to see what you've been working on since we've all been working remotely and doing lots of different stuff. But I wanted everybody kind of to get an update because we have a new cohort. We're working on cool initiatives that hopefully we'll be able to launch either in Q4 of this year or at the beginning of 2021. And just, again, wanted to catch up and see, tell people what we're working on, a little bit more about the cohort, and anything you guys want to share. So why don't we go ahead and get started and tell people about cohort 6. Chris, you want to give your overview and what you're excited about?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. We selected 11 companies this time, which, our goal was always to select up to 10, and we kind of overachieved this time. And I think that is a good indication that we're just getting really quality applicants and really exciting companies, and it's hard to just pick 10. So we actually went one extra. So that puts us at over 60 companies since we launched in early 2018. Over 100 founders at this point. So just a ton of momentum. I'm excited. I'm always proud to say we have a very diverse group of founders that we work with. As most people know, and if you don't, that's a mission and a goal with StitchCrew is to really engage with a diverse founder set, and proud to say that we've accomplished that with every cohort so far, and we want to continue to do that. So, you guys help me out, but we have ag tech, we have health and wellness tech, we have some direct to consumer approaches in this batch. E-commerce, fintech. So it's solid.
Yeah. And it's always hard. I think, as you guys know, for me, it's super hard because we get, like you said, Chris, really a quality applicant pool. And for me, it's super hard to tell people that if it was up to me, we'd take them all. But we're only limited to what we can do, and really focus on the companies in the cohort. So I was also happy to see that our application or our pool of applicants stayed pretty much the same. I mean, there was a drop. I don't know if we could attribute that to what's happening with COVID-19 and the economy itself. But we did get about a 10% drop in the number of applicants that we usually get. But again, the quality was definitely there. And if anybody's watching that applied and unfortunately didn't make it into this cohort, please know that it was super hard. It's always the hardest thing about what we do. And I know that our selection committee always struggles with making those decisions because, again, if it was up to us, we would take them all. Gabby, what are you excited about with this new cohort?
I'm always excited to just have that first meeting and really kind of get to know where everyone's at. And it's very different reading an application and even like if we do an interview, then actually starting to work with the company and just seeing where they're at and what they need. And so I'm just excited for that first workshop, really getting to know them.
And Gabby, you do a lot of the programming and coordination. So why don't you give, for people that are not as familiar with our program, why don't you give us a quick overview of what it's like to be in the accelerator?
Yeah. So I mean, right now it's a little different. We're still, as you can see, we're still kind of working remote. I'm at the house. Chris and Erica are at the Thunder Launchpad, and We've been kind of doing this since March. So it's very different from kind of when we first started. Yeah, Chris giving the tour there.
We moved to a new space that
Yes.
we were able to show people because, because we've been, yeah. But the space is super cool, and I can't wait to share it in an open setting once it's safe to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did move to a new space. Sorry, Gabby, didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. But yeah, so right now we're doing things mostly remote, still just trying to keep each other safe and healthy. But it's really just weekly workshops where we kind of get into how you're doing, what your week has been like, what you're struggling with, what you need help with, kind of that peer-to-peer interaction, where we have different topics that go everything from formation all the way to funding. So kind of cover beginning to end of it. And then we do office hours. We have, of course, our wonderful mentors that step in, whether it's because of the topic that we're talking about, and they come and give kind of workshops on that, or specific mentor relations that are made based on a company's need. But we kind of do that for 12 weeks, and then end with our big splash, which is demo day. Last demo day was very different, but we're excited to see what this demo day is going to look like, and just kind of throw the companies out there and show everyone what they've been working on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was definitely different. Last demo day we did it virtually. I actually exchanged emails with Amy Brooks, the president and chief innovation officers for the MBA officer for the NBA this morning. And we were just talking about how she was available to help us out with that demo day. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It will be interesting, and we're not going to make decisions as to how we handle demo day this round until closer to date, but I'm excited about that as well. Well, I guess that's really all the updates that we have. Do you guys have anything else? We're working on a couple of things that we can't really announce yet. But stay tuned. Definitely follow us. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you're probably following us already on social media. Make sure that you're checking out our podcast, because we are going to be releasing a new series soon. So we're excited about that, with new speakers from all across the country. So that's all the update that I really have.
In our old spot.
Chris, Gabby?
Sorry, there's a ton of activity going on today at the Thunder Launchpad. I'm sorry.
That's good.
Yeah.
What else do we want to update our peeps? I definitely want to echo Gabby's comments on thanking the mentors and also the alumni that are going to help us with this new cohort. They'll be participating with it, meeting with founders, and helping us problem solve with them. So definitely shout out to all the mentors, to all of our alumni, and then definitely want to always thank our partners, which fund the program. So definitely shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which, by the way, if you're not watching the game, if you're not watching this live stream, you should be watching the game right now. We also want to thank Google, Innocent Foundation, Hogan Taylor, Bank of the West, and then definitely the Oklahoma Business Roundtable, the Lobeck Taylor Family Foundation, and the Kirkpatrick Family Foundation. As you can see, we have a lot of community support, and we're super grateful because we couldn't do what we do without their funding and support. So with that, Gabby, Chris, anything else you want to mention?
We're ready tonight. Tonight we kick off batch 6, and we're feverishly getting prepped for that. So I'm excited. We got a couple hours before we kick that off, but that and Thunder up. I think somebody told me a minute ago Thunder was up by 20, but I don't know if that's accurate or not.
That's right. The other thing, if you want to stay up to date as to who the 11 companies are in our cohort, upcoming events that we may host virtually or in person when restrictions are lifted. make sure that, again, you're following us on social media, but most importantly, make sure that you sign up to our newsletter. Gabby, how can they sign up to our newsletter?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, StitchCrew.com, it'll automatically come up a little thing saying, do you want to join our newsletter? Or you can go to the very bottom and sign up there. But StitchCrew.com.
Thank you, Gabby. Well, I am excited. We kick off today, and then for the next 12 weeks, we'll be working with these 11 startups, with connecting them to investors, connecting them to the community. If you want to be a part of this, again, go to our website, either fill out the form or subscribe to the newsletter. If you want to be a mentor, make sure there's a mentor form that you need to fill out. And if you want to, also, if you're an investor that it's not already in our investor network, and you want to participate in demo day, be sure to reach out to us. Honestly, to get a hold of us is super easy. Just use your first name at StitchCrew.com and you can reach out to us. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. I'll keep praise at the companies we're working with, all of the other stuff that we're doing. Chris is just being silly. Say hi to
I have those alumni shout outs.
Sorry, there's so many people here today. It's just fun.
No, Chris is just, this is what we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis with Chris, just in case you were wondering.
I think Chris is just excited to be out of the house.
Yeah.
People besides family.
Other humans.
You're probably making the doctors uncomfortable getting that clip and not social distancing.
That's true. I don't have my mask on.
But just so you know, and for everybody that's watching, before you mask shame us, we actually do have our masks here. We have masks and sanitizer, and we're following all the protocol that our public health officials tells us to. So with that, stay tuned. Make sure that you keep up with us, keep up with the companies. More startups, please. Chris, show your t-shirt. More startups, please. Continue to support startups. Continue to support our startup community. And thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.
Bye.